Hi, Stella. You gonna get your dog hair all over my wet paint? Where are you going? Oh. Okay, quick video update. We are on our second coat of clear on the Honda 600. Having a really hard time getting my metal temperatures up. It's 21 degrees outside and 50 in the shop. Oh, actually that's saying 55, but I don't believe it. So I just sprayed 2 coats of clear. It's very shiny, very glossy, looks really nice. You can see my reflection as I walk around the car. It's a very coppery color. It's very awesome. I keep bumping into things here. I think it's going to be awesome. It was a handful. This was not an easy paint job. I'm in it a lot of hours. I don't even know how many. 70, I think, including the body work and the rust repair. And just fought me the whole way. I've got the hood propped up because I had a run starting right on the top there. I'm trying to level it out. I'm using the heat from the propane. There's no more atomized fuel in the air or atomized paint. It's just drying. But I'm trying to get the heat to rise up and warm the underside of the hood because there's a run right along there and I don't want to deal with that. It's right where that body line is. Can't see it very well in the camera, but it's there. So I'm hoping that'll bake. I'm going to put one more coat of clear on it. Once I get through this flash time, I'm going to wait half hour, maybe 45 minutes because it's so cold. And it's looking really good. And I'm very excited. So I just wanted to post this short little video and let you guys know all is not lost on the little Honda 600. In case you've been wondering what's going on, it's going to look great. All right, so Stella the shop dog is nowhere to be found, which is great because she sheds all the time. And I didn't want any dog fur in my beautiful paint job on my N600. I thought that I'd do something a little different here. This car has taken a while. It's taken about a month of my time, in my free time, I should say, about 60 hours of work. And I was going to go through some of the costs to paint a car and make it look like this. This is a pretty good job. It came out great, but I've had a lot of practice and I've invested quite a bit. The one thing you're going to need is a good compressor. I've got an 80-gallon, 7 horsepower, 2-stage, 23 CFM compressor. That's the important part, is the highest CFM you can get. $3,000 for that. I've been able to heat my shop on a cold day with propane and oil heat and ventilation fans. I don't know how you account for electricity costs, but you also need light to see what you're doing. You need a good paint gun. I just purchased a Black Widow paint gun on from Harbor Freight, and I really like it. I used it for both the clear and the base. It came out great. Let's go over to the paint mixing area and I'll try to go through some costs, and I'll just let you know what my materials cost plus my labor's cost is on doing a car like this. Now, this is not an expensive car. The trouble that I get into is there's more cost into painting the car than the car is worth. It's a 1970 Honda 600. I happen to love the car and I like to challenge myself. So let's get back into costs. So various sandpapers, all different grits, from stripping the paint down, so 80 grit starting to get down to bare metal, all the way up to 1000 grit to fix any nibs or bugs or things in your paint. So you have to have a variety of that. That's probably a couple $100 worth of just sandpaper. Then there's masking. I have a masking roller, about $100 plus the paper, plus paper towels, a non-contact thermometer. You'll need one of those. Bondo and fillers, fiberglass and glazing putties, sanders, and what is that? Dry guide coat, powdered guide coat. That stuff's expensive. $30 for one of these. I go through one on a car. Masking tape. Cleaner. I use glass cleaner. Sprayway doesn't have any ammonia, and I also use waterborne wax and grease remover. $10-20 for that. And then let's go to the paint mixing area. You can see I've wet down my floor so I don't track dust to my area. Did that on purpose. Here's my paint mixing booth. So for this car, I spent $609 on a gallon of Tamco Toxic Sunburst and reducer. Another $150 on clear, and another $150 on the high build primer, and then another $150 on sealer. So we're talking almost $1,000 just in paint costs. Then you've got to have mixing cups, you've got to have stir sticks, and I think I told you I got a new gun, $219 on sale. Plus I had a primer gun, various Harbor Freight ones which are really cheap, I won't include those. And then cleaners, so you got to be able to clean out your paint gun when you're done. So we're talking pretty close to $1,000 just in liquid supplies, not including sandpaper, the compressor, anything like that. It adds up, fellas. And then depending on your hourly rate, you know, let's say I got 75 hours into this car. Just figure around rate, 50 bucks an hour. That's, well, let's say that's $3,500 just in labor. So $3,500 in labor plus probably $2,000 in paint supplies. Is the car really worth it? I don't know. That's up to you. I like it though. It's therapeutic for me. It's a challenge, and I get better every time I do it. And I love having a sharp looking car, and I'm not going to pay somebody else to do it. So it works for me. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next video. Save your pennies, fellas, if you want a nice paint job.